Winner's Code here, and today we are going over my Oscar predictions for each category. So I hope you enjoy this video. First off, we're going to start with Best Picture. So for Best Picture, as you can see on my left, we have number one as Mank. I think Mank will win Best Picture. Why? Because it is about probably one of the best movies of all time, or considerably the best movie of all time. Citizen Kane, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, it is the best movie of all time. Number two, we have Da Bloods, which I thought was a phenomenal movie. Number three, Trial of Chicago 7, which I think will probably have the best screenplay of all these. Four, Dune, by one of my favorite directors, Denis Villeneuve. 5, French Dispatch. Again, Wes Anderson, one of the best directors out there. It's going to be a great movie. I can't wait for it. 6, Tenet. Christopher Nolan, great movie, automatically. Nomadland, same thing. Ammonite, Hillbilly Elegy. And then with my honorable mentions, you got News of the World, Soul, The Father. I have a lot of faith in Mank winning, and I think a lot of people do. I would like to see David Fincher get more than just a director's Oscar, which we will get to next. But yeah, I have a lot of faith in Mank. I think Mank will definitely win Best Picture, in my opinion. So yeah, I guess we will see. Alright, the next category we have is Best Director. So for my pick for Best Director is going to be David Fincher, who should have won Best Director for The Social Network, in my opinion. But Tom Hooper won. I think Tom Hooper deserved the Oscar too, but I think David Fincher created a masterpiece in The Social Network. But anyways, David Fincher, I think he's overdue for an Oscar at this point. He needs this Oscar. He really does. And I think if he does well with Mank, he will definitely get it, in my opinion. And then number 2, he was Spike Lee for Da Bloods. I think he directed this phenomenally, and I think he's the number 2 spot. And then number 3, you have Denis Villeneuve for Dune. I love Denis Villeneuve. I would love him to see him win an Oscar. I just don't see him beating David Fincher or Spike Lee. Number 4, Christopher Nolan, favorite director, with Tenet. And I'm just glad I put him in here. I'm just glad he's in the race, honestly. And number 5, I have Wes Anderson. So this one's going to be like, a lot of people are going to be like, why Wes Anderson? Why not Chloe Zhang or Spielberg or Sorkin? Well, I think Wes Anderson is a phenomenal director, and I think he will get the spot. So those are my best director picks, and let's move on. All right, next one we have actress in a leading role. So I have Frances McDormand winning this for Nomadland. Basically because she's generally just the main character in total. Like, she's gonna carry the movie basically, and this may be like, a lot of people are saying it's gonna be a slow movie, but I don't really see that affecting it. Especially, I think it'll definitely be an actress showcase for Frances McDormand, and I think she will win it. If she doesn't win it, I think it's gonna go to Michelle Pfeiffer for French Exit. Because, well, it's Michelle Pfeiffer. So, it's great reasoning. Number 3, we have Kate Winslet for Ammonite. She's a great actor, and I don't know. I think Kate Winslet is definitely in the race here. 4, we have Jennifer Hudson for Respect, obviously. 5, Amy Adams. We need Amy Adams to be nominated. We need it after Arrival, when she should have been nominated, in my opinion. I think she's gonna get a nomination here for Hillbilly Elegy. If not, then I'll be disappointed. But it is what it is. We also have Rachel Zegler, Marianne Cotillard. I think this is pretty good for actress in leading role. All right, next we have actor in a leading role. So here I have winning is Anthony Hopkins. Because I think he deserves another Oscar. I think he does. And he's in The Father, and I think this is a juicy role for him. He's going to play basically a guy going insane because he's getting a lot older. I think this is a great role for him, and I think he can definitely win here. If not, I think it could go to Delroy Lindo, who did great in Da Bloods, or Tom Hanks in News of the World, which I'm hoping does very good, and I think it will. Or Gary Oldman in Mank. I think Gary Oldman can go up a bunch of spots because I honestly, if Gary Oldman didn't win for Darkest Hour a couple years ago, I think he would be at this number 1 spot. But I don't know. I'm not too sure. I mean, Frances McDormand won a couple years ago. I have her at my number one spot, but I don't know. I think it's just an actor showcase for Nomadland. But Oldman can definitely still win it. And at number 5, I think it's an open spot. I have Eddie Redmayne, though, for Trial of Chicago 7. It could go to John David Washington, which I really, really want it to. Or it could go to Joaquin Phoenix, which would be awesome. Or Timothée Chalamet, which would be awesome. I think that would be great. All right, for actress in a supporting role, I think this category is stacked. We've got Saoirse Ronan at number 1. I think could win this Oscar. If she doesn't, I think it's going to Glenn Close. It's very, very close between them two. Got Hillbilly Elegy versus Ammonite. I think this will be a great race. I think they'll win back and forth. Like, one will win Globes, one will win BAFTA, one will give SAG. Who knows? And then at number 3, I have Ariana DeBose for West Side Story, and I really think she could do that well. Number 4, Olivia Colman for The Father. Obviously, she won an Oscar a couple years ago. And then 5, Amanda Seyfried for Mank. This is a stacked 5 right here. I love this top 5 so much. I really hope it ends up like this, because this could be I would be happy with anyone winning in this category. I really would. So I guess we will see. But I have Saoirse Ronan winning. All right, this is the last actor-actress category. For actor in a supporting role, we have Tom Burke winning, and for Mank, and he's playing Orson Welles. I think he will play a great Orson Welles. I cannot wait to see this movie, and I cannot wait to see his acting. Him and Gary Oldman together would be great. At number 2, I have Sacha Baron Cohen for Trial of the Chicago 7. But really, if they do play everyone in supporting, I think the supporting actor will be very, very competitive, because you also got Michael Keaton, Mark Rylance, Eddie Redmayne. If he goes supporting, you never know if they play them all supporting or not. So, but generally, I have Sacha Baron Cohen here. Then we have Richard D. Grant for Everybody Loves Jamie. He's going to be playing a drag queen. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. 4, we got Lucas Hedges for French Exit. Obviously, Lucas Hedges is a great actor. Number 5, we have Jonathan Majors for Defy Bloods. It's going to be great. He did a very good job in Defy Bloods. I love that movie. I loved his acting. And then for honorable mentions, we've got like Benicio del Toro, Chadwick Boseman. I think this will be pretty good. All right, next category, my favorite categories, or my next 2 are my favorite. Original screenplay. I have winning Trial of the Chicago 7 with Aaron Sorkin being the writer. Aaron Sorkin, you kidding me? He wrote Molly's Game. He wrote Social Network. He's got an Oscar already. I think he's got this in the bag. Honestly, Trial of Chicago 7 is gonna be very screenplay heavy in my opinion, and I honestly cannot wait to see this movie and see Sorkin's writing. Number 2, we have Jack Fincher for Mank. Of course, the late Jack Fincher's unfortunate. He passed away. And I think it would be great to see David Fincher go up there and take the award in his honor. But I honestly see Sorkin winning, unfortunately. I love Sorkin. But it would be great to see Fincher win. At number 3, we have French Dispatch, Wes Anderson, obviously. My camera messed up again. Not redoing that. Ammonite, we have Francis Lee, who wrote it, obviously. And Defy Blood, Spike Lee. Spike Lee's a great writer. So, and then you have Soul down here, got Tenet. I think this will be pretty good. This is a good category. All right, next one we have adapted screenplay. So I have Nomadland winning this one, and I think most people do. I personally think that Nomadland is going to have a great screenplay, and of course it's based off a book. It's a great book. Well-received book. I haven't read the book, but apparently it's very good. And at number 2, I have Dune. It's based off another movie, right? So, and that movie not many people love it, but I think this Dune is gonna be a lot, obviously much better, but you'll never know. And then 3, News of the World, based off a book. It's a Western, got Tom Hanks in it. Could do well. Hillbilly Elegy, based off a book as well. And 5, Greyhound, written by Tom Hanks as a writer, and he's one of the writers. I think if Greyhound gets nominated, I'll be so happy. That's why I have Greyhound here. I'll be so happy. I don't think they'll win, but I do think that Greyhound will get nominated. I really do, and I'll be really excited if that happens. This one's going to go through a little bit quicker because this video is running quite long. So I have for animated feature winner, Soul. I think most people have Soul winning. It's pretty much I wouldn't say it's a lock. I mean, Onward Over the Moon looked pretty good, but you never know what's going to happen too. But I think Soul is going to win this. A lot of people think Soul is going to win this, so we'll see. All right, next one we got is cinematography. I think cinematography is going to be a close race. I have Dune winning, but I have in second French Dispatch and Mank. I do believe Mank's black and white, so you never know. I mean, it's a new cinematographer, but it's also black and white, so obviously, we got that there. Dune, I mean, come on, it's got a big chance of winning cinematography in my opinion. And then French Dispatch, same with that. So yeah, that's cinematography. All right, next we got production design, and I think production design is going to be a very close race. I have the French Dispatch winning because it's 3 different stories. When I watched the trailer, like the production design looks gorgeous. So I think French Dispatch could definitely win this. But also it could go to Mank because it's a 30s type of movie. It could go to Tenet as well. It could go to Dune. You never know who it's going to go to. I think it could go to any one of these. But I do really hope French Dispatch wins this one. So yeah, but it's going to be a close race. All right, now we have costume design. I think this one is going to go to Dune. I think most people think Dune's going to win. I mean, look at the costumes and the pictures that have come out already. Timothée Chalamet looks great. So does Zendaya. I mean, costume design is going to Dune. Let's be real here. Dune. All right, next we have editing. And I think editing, I mean, if you're going to get Best Picture, you're going to have I think chances are you're going to have an editing nomination. That's been a pattern for a long time now, and I think Mank is going to win editing. If not, I think French Dispatch, because off the trailer, looks great. Same with Dune, looks like it's going to have some pretty good editing as well, but I think it's between French Dispatch and Mank, but I think Mank's going to win for as of now. It could go to French Dispatch, though, so you never know. Next, we have makeup, and I think makeup's either going to go Respect or Everybody Loves Jamie. I have Respect winning, but honestly, it could go to Everybody Loves Jamie, considering Richard D. Grant. He's a drag queen, and I think that's going to look really, really cool. But I personally think it's going to go to Respect. It looks really good in the trailer, so we'll see. I think it's going to go to Respect, though, so yeah. Sound. Just sound. No sound editing, no sound mixing. Just sound now. So, let's think about this logically. Christopher Nolan, sound genius. I think Tenet's gonna win this. I honestly do. If not, I think it could go to Dune. I also have The Quiet Place 2 in there because it got a nomination for sound in the first Quiet Place. But I don't personally think they'll win. I think it'll go to Tenet. Next we have visual effects, and I think this is, I mean, it could go to The Eternals, could go to Godzilla vs. Kong. It's gonna go to Dune in my opinion. Dune is gonna have some great visual effects. Look at the type of movie, the sci-fi thriller. It's gotta have great visual effects. So I think it's gonna go to Dune in this one. All right, last one. We have original score. I have either Tenet or Dune winning this one. I have Tenet winning it because a Christopher Nolan film is bound to have a great score, in my opinion. But Dune has Hans Zimmer on it, and Hans Zimmer is an Oscar winner and a great composer. So, and he's very, he really wants to do this. He really wants to make a great score. So you never know who this could go to. It could go to Tenet, it could go to Dune. I feel like it's going to go to Tenet right now, though. But honestly, you don't know. I think I definitely could change my mind. It could go to Dune. But you never know. I wanted to give Tenet another, award as well, so I guess I was kind of biased, but I do feel like Tenet is going to have a great score. Based off the trailer, it sounded pretty nice. So yeah. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Those are my predictions. I didn't do documentary film or feature film, documentary feature film, documentary short, or any of the live action short or animated short. I didn't do any of those because I don't know anything about them. There's not much information on them right now either. So, yeah. But, Screenwriter's Code here. See you guys next time.